This collective is currently working on breaking a cycle. We're currently working on bringing in some self-confidence and trying to, we're intuitively nudged to work on this specifically. Currently, we're feeling very restless and antsy because we haven't quite, it's like we're trying to make it happen. We have a lot of excess energy and we're just, it's like I want to be more self-confident. I'm doing this work, but it hasn't, I'm still having hiccups. I'm still running into blocks. And so now I'm feeling really irritated and restless, right? We're getting into this energy of being hypercritical. If not us, someone else is. There's a wound here around being hypercritical that could stem from a mother figure or a older feminine energy. And this causes us to flip-flop between chasing our passions, being motivated to go after creative projects, heal some of these emotional wounds, and being unmotivated, uninspired, those types of things. Now, we do have a lot of inspiration. We see other people out there, and we are very much a typically optimistic person who takes inspiration from others and tries to incorporate it into our lives. So we try to make that part of our everyday. We're also currently working on balancing our masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. We're trying to show up and make different choices in order to cultivate more of that healing around our self-confidence. This is beautiful. You're doing a really good job. You're trying to bring in more reciprocal relationships, not only outside of you, but within as well. So we're just working really hard on this and learning the lesson on how to love ourselves and how to call in the things that we actually want, feeling deserving of better relationships, our happiness, and, just generally having a better life. We're also working on feeling, we tend to over humble ourselves and feel like we have to prove that we are worthy of the thing that we want. We're working on healing this, and we've had some wake-up calls recently and just are really, really working hard on bringing this in. And yeah, we're trying to bring in that emotional fulfillment and get through this long cycle of unhappy home, lots of pauses, and just not narrow-mindedness, disapproval, that type of thing. And we're at this little middle point on the wheel of fortune here. We keep going for good days where we feel like we're really on track versus bad days where we're back in the cycle, repeat, and just really feel a way about it. But I see that this is all leading to emotional intelligence. It's all leading to someone who doesn't necessarily drown in their emotions, who can love themselves and be very emotionally mature towards themselves and towards others. So that's an absolutely beautiful journey. You're doing a fabulous job, and we're just having some delays. The delays are an important part of this process because they're showing up as opportunities to choose a different response. Okay, so when those delays pop up, it's a matter of, do you choose self-love this time, or do we go with self-loathing? That type of thing. Why you need to hear this at this time is this is literally a perspective shift. You're working on a perspective shift here, specifically around overgiving, over-humbling ourselves, feeling like all we deserve are breadcrumbs, right? Just feeling like we don't quite deserve what we want, feeling like we have to block our own new opportunities because we feel like we haven't quite earned them yet, right? All these opportunities that lead us to our happiness, we block them every single time because we're like, oh, I haven't done anything to earn it, which is silly. It wouldn't be being offered to you if you didn't earn it. So it's just a little silly. That can lead us to isolating ourselves, not necessarily looking at this wound to where we continue to repeat that cycle. We're still, again, we're very much an inspired person, optimistic, generally going after new inspirations, and that's a gorgeous thing. But sometimes our priorities get a little skewed. So we will try to call this in, but we won't necessarily have a plan. It'll get ungrounded. We'll, trying to change things without looking at the root issue. again, it's another intuitive call. So we're working on it, and it's just been things are a little chaotic at the moment. Distractions popping in. But again, an intuitive call, because what we're trying to do is get our inner power back. We're trying to become our emperor, right? We're trying to cultivate our inner authority. Even during the pause, there's a pause right now. There's a pause right now. There's nothing wrong with that. The pauses are there to help us learn how to have the inner authority, right? Can you still feel confident when things don't go in, fast, quick, and in a hurry? Can you handle when there are delays? Because that's where the confidence lies. The Page of Cups as well. So can you handle it? Can you still continue to go after that intuition, calling in that creativity, and going after those opportunities? Can you do that? We're currently in this, do I stay with this mindset or do I leave it? I've put a lot of time, effort, and energy into this, and I am not quite sure if I'm ready to leave it behind. It feels comfortable and safe, even though it hurts me. I want the recognition before I make the change, which that's not how that works, Yes. Yeah, I want to know the recognition will be there before I make that jump so that I can celebrate. But while we're so worried about whether or not we'll get the recognition, because we're still stuck on this, I don't deserve it, I have to earn it, what will end up happening is we will receive that recognition, but we won't be able to celebrate it. We won't be able to enjoy it because we'll be too busy telling ourselves that we didn't earn it. You know what I mean? And we're currently working on letting that tower fall. This has been something that has followed you for a very long time, this feeling of, I can't enjoy my successes because I feel like I didn't earn them. Which is silly, because you wouldn't be getting it if you didn't earn it. And this is something that we need to put that spotlight on. This little armor that we wear, this box that we keep putting ourselves in, this comfortable little box, we've outgrown it. It's uncomfortable, and we need to shine a light on why we feel like we have to stay in the uncomfortable box. Okay? So, what you need to do about it at this time is balance out your masculine and feminine energies. What you've been doing. Balancing that out. Balancing out the wanting things to change. Having the motivation, the drive, and the ambition to go after it, as well as the ability to receive the thing you asked for. Instead of saying, I didn't deserve it, recognizing that if the opportunity is handed to you, it's because you earned it. Right? Letting that tower fall. Let it fall. The foundation, that the thing you've been doing, rejecting the opportunities when they come to you because you're trying to be humble, over humble, that has not helped. So it's time to stop doing it. Okay? They want you to rebel a little bit. Rebel against that tradition. Rebel against this because it has not been working. They want for you to stay inspired. Because being inspired is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with being inspired. There's nothing wrong with seeing something that we like and wanting to put it into our lives. Because what we see in others, the things that inspire us, are already within us. It's just a matter of learning how to unlock that, right? How to tap into it. And they also don't want you to leave behind your passion. This chasing after those things, being motivated, jumping in and trying to add that into your life. They want you to continue doing that. This is good. This is great for you, okay? Embrace this new beginning that you're so afraid of. Embrace it. It's here because you deserve it. It's here because you're supposed to take it. It's going to lead you into your inner authority. They're telling you that it's the thing that's going to give you the control that you need. They want for you to shine a light on your indecisiveness. It stems from the lies that you tell yourself of you not deserving the thing you asked for. I didn't work hard enough. I didn't do XYZ, so I don't deserve it. Give it to someone else. No! That scarcity mindset. That scarcity mindset of I didn't do enough, so I don't deserve it. Blocking our own Ten of Pentacles, our security, our foundation, our abundance. Because we feel like there's a grading metric on how we should be getting the thing we asked for. No, they don't want you to do that. They want for you to take that little spark and they want for you to make the plans. Okay? Continue to chase after those things that inspire you, the dreams, that kind of stuff. Okay? That's what they want for you to do. And along the way, they want for you to celebrate your accomplishments as well. All right? They don't want for you to go back into the Four of Cups of always focusing on what we don't have. No, they don't want you to do that. All right? They want for you to focus on the progress that you've made and how you've made those changes and how you've been slowly becoming more confident, how you're responding differently. They want for you to pay attention to that, and they want for you to celebrate it. So that when you are getting your recognition, even if it's in very small doses, you're still celebrating the fact that you made the progress. Okay? That will help you continue to make progress. Because now, instead of not celebrating, you're actually celebrating yourself. And that will give you that feedback loop of, I'm actually capable, I'm doing it. And you'll continue to do so. Hi, Hilltop. So, that's the recap for today. Let's get into the Oracle Advice cards. Now, I like these because they have sentences on them that really just give you food for thought and help you out. This is the same one that I use for the daily advice every day. I still like to bring her in here because she's absolutely gorgeous and she deserves her time in the spotlight too. So, hi, hello. I am seeing people that I haven't seen in a minute, or people that were here yesterday, so interesting. So, Spirit, let's ease their fears, soothe their anxieties, and give them some advice and clarity on how to proceed on their path forward. Anybody who sees my face, I ask that you remove some of the weight from their shoulders, lift some of the burdens from them so that they leave this live or this video or however they're watching this feeling a little bit lighter. So, thank you. Closing advice for my collective regarding their journey towards healing their self-confidence. They're feeling afraid of being in the spotlight and rejecting being seen. Advice. Some advice for them, Spirit. Closing advice for my collective here today. Thank you. The eternal now. Experience life fully in the now. It is the only true reality. So yes, getting out of our brain and into our body is one of the things, and noticing the small progress along the way, celebrating as you go. All right? That's how you'll start noticing the changes. That's how you'll be able to call in that recognition, is whenever you notice that you've responded differently, you go, hey, I did it. I did it. I made it. I made a change that I wanted to make. I'm actually capable of making these changes. Thank you for the follow, friend. Some more closing advice for my collective here. Because it's not easy. A lot of times we feel like progress, especially in a healing journey, we feel like it's going to be this constant up, 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 up. When in reality, it's much more of a up-down type of scenario, and you'll take 3 steps forward and 2 steps back, but you've still made 1 step of progress. And we kind of get stuck in the, but I made 3 steps yesterday, therefore going back 2 steps negated my progress. I should feel ashamed, I should feel guilty. No, you made a step of progress. You still made progress, and that's worthy of being celebrated. 1111. Yes, you're still doing it, and it's still worthy of being celebrated. More closing advice for my collective here today. Yeah, it's gonna take time. We don't like to hear that. We never like to hear it. but it's going to take time. You don't just heal lifelong wounds overnight. That's not how it works. You'll have days where you make a bunch of progress and it'll feel awesome, and then you'll have days where you go back a little bit. That's fine. It's part of the process. You're rewiring your brain. It took time to wire it. It takes time to unwire it. And it takes time to rewire it again. So, remember that. Come on, Spirit, don't be shy. Some more closing advice for the collective here today. Thank you. Warrior of light. Accept your light and your darkness. They make you the warrior you are. So, yeah, like I said, remember, you're going to have days where it's not so good. You're going to have days where it's great and it's beautiful. Both your light and shadow aspect are you. Okay, so there will be days where you're not feeling self-confident, where you don't feel like you're in control, and that's fine. That's part of the process. Like I said, there will be days where we take 2 steps back, but that doesn't negate the progress that we made, and that's worthy of being celebrated. It's part of the dance of life. Evolve your brain. Train your mind to transform your life. The power lies within you. Yes. So continue to do what you're doing. You're already doing the work, so continue doing it. We're rewiring our brain, our subconscious mind. It takes time and it takes effort. It's going to take time. And it's absolutely fine if some days it feels like we made no progress at all. 9 times out of 10, you did make progress, you're just not paying attention. And to the people who have come into here asking about a relationship, I've said multiple times, if you feel like you have to beg for love, leave. And if it hurts to be there, leave. Point blank period. Yep. Personal legend. Recognize and pursue your personal legend. It's your truth. Yes, so if you feel called to do big things, go do the big things. Even if it's scary, alright? Follow it. You don't need to prove that you're worthy of it. You don't have to do that. You don't have to earn it or deserve it or whatever. Just go after it. Everybody has a thing that they're here to do. It's whatever you feel in your bones, the thing you can't stop thinking about. That's what you're here for. That's what you should go after. Okay? Don't tell yourself, oh, I don't deserve that. No. That's not how, it's calling you for a reason. Go do it. Do it scared. Be new. It's fine. It either works or it doesn't. But at least you tried, you know? Happy birthday to your friend. I'm not doing personals at this time, but I do have a year ahead reading offering at the link in my bio, where I do a full year, 12 cards plus oracle plus dice plus runes, all that stuff. So feel free to check that out. And yes, divine timing. No one likes to hear this. No one likes to hear this card, right? Divine timing. Trust in divine timing. You are exactly where you need to be. Okay? Don't try to rush the process. Don't try to rush the process. It'll happen when it happens. You don't need to worry about being behind. You don't need to worry about making it a race. Okay? As long as you're paying attention in the now, you're going to notice the changes because you're already putting in the work, you're already doing what you need to do, and that's totally fine. I'll do 3 more. Yeah, 3 more. And then we'll close out. Closing advice for my collective here today. Thank you. Spiritual regression. Seek healing and wisdom in the memories of your soul's journey. So yes, that's fine. Seek that healing. Continue to move forward, okay? Spiritual regression. Yeah, look over those things. So whenever those delays and issues comes up, that is an invitation for you to look within and figure out, why am I reacting this way? Why does this make me feel so resistant? Why am I afraid? What about this is scary? Hi, Angel. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, friend. That will help you. It really will. It's like, as you're going, those things are there in order for you to change how you respond. It's part of the lesson. It's part of the work. Because change is not supposed to be comfortable. If the change is comfortable, it's not change. Every time it feels uncomfortable, that's when you're supposed to get curious, dig in, and go, why am I afraid of this? What about this do I not like? Where did I learn this from? Yes. Destiny's dance. Weave your destiny with the thread of your choices and soul's purpose. So, again, like, this was in the reverse too, so I have to take that into account. We feel like, this tells me that we feel like we'll forever be fated to feel this way, to operate in this manner. No, you are the author of your destiny. You are the one who holds the pen. You decide where you go. What do I mean by that? I mean, every time you say, I don't deserve this, you are telling yourself in your subconscious that you don't deserve these things. You are actively choosing not to pursue these things. You're writing your own narrative. Now, you did not necessarily just, it's not like you didn't, what's the word I'm looking for? You didn't just wake up one day and decide that you didn't deserve this stuff. You didn't decide to humble yourself out of nowhere. People kind of helped along the way, you know? But you ultimately have the power to change how you respond. Instead of saying, I don't deserve this, you say, I do accept this position. I do accept this opportunity. I do accept this healing relationship, right? I accept that I deserve nice things. And every time it makes you uncomfortable, you remind yourself and rewrite your subconscious, therefore changing your destiny. Because if we just sit in the I'm always going to be this way, we don't change anything. Last one, and then I'll release you to the wilds of the night. Collective. Closing advice for the collective. Thank you. The unseen world. Remember, there's a realm beyond the visible. Explore it with your inner vision. So again, subconscious mind. You see how it looks like an eye? This talks about, as you make these choices, most people aren't aware that how everything works is that you vibrate at a certain level, and the things that come in, you have to meet at the same frequency. So when you're operating in the I don't deserve nice things, all of the I don't deserve nice things opportunities, experiences are at that same level, and therefore meet you where you're at, because you're actively calling it in. It's like with a magnet, repel, attract. So once you start changing things, you start changing how you vibrate. And you say, I do deserve nice things. So then the nice things, the opportunities for the nice things, start getting called in and come and get attracted into your reality, right? Yeah, universe inside. Feel the oneness with the universe. You are an integral part of it. We're all part of the dance, right? We're all part of the dance. We're all part of the song. We're all part of the entire thing. So as we tell ourselves what we deserve, the things we're saying we deserve come to us to be our dance partner. Thank you for the follows. Yes. Oh, there you go. An inner doorway. Open the door within and let life's circumstances pass through you. So, yes, looking at your heart. And instead of letting experiences and emotions and stuff like that decide what your life is, allow yourself to feel those things. Allow yourself to get curious. Why do I feel this way? Why am I so hesitant? Why do I feel like I don't deserve nice things? Why do I feel like I can't be happy? Why do I not allow these things in my life? And instead of deciding that that's your reality, just get curious and figure out why. Why? You know, what in my life led me to feel this way? And that can help you detach from that and make the changes you need in order to heal that and call in the things you actually want. So, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for your time and your energy and for choosing me to be your reader. If you are interested in a personal reading, I offer that at the link in my bio. It's not clickable, unfortunately. I don't have 1,000 followers just yet. We're super close. Once you have 1,000 followers, you're allowed to have a clickable link. So feel free to check it out and see if I vibe with you. If not, and this is the last time I see you, thank you for choosing to spend your time with me. I know it's precious. And I wish you all of the love, luck, joy, peace, happiness, abundance, health, wealth, and healing along your journey. Please remember that life is an ever crooked path and you are never off of it, okay? If you have chosen to follow me and you do like my vibe, thank you so, so, so much. I wish all the same for you. And yeah, oh, if you're watching this from the YouTube video when I post it later, that link I spoke of will be in the description box down below. Feel free to check it out. Yeah, so again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!